Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up, all my brothers and sisters of Jesus Christ? I love you all. Once again, this is DJ Elisha Johnson. Here to share a dream that the Lord has gave me last night. This dream was kind of funky, but it was a blessing, and I think the Lord was telling me, He was warning me of something that we can already see taking place, and I'll explain that when we get into this. Alright, so I had a dream about fake people. Alright, and when I say fake people, people that look like, sort of like, they look like me and you. They have, the appearance of us, but they're robots. So, for some reason, the Lord gave me a dream about robots. So I had a dream about fake people, robots, quote unquote, and I believe God was showing me the technology that is coming, that is already out for us, but being like technology is progressing more and more every day, and we already got those. Look at the cell phones. You can command your cell phone to do things. It's like, they're just making ways for people to be more lazy, making it so that no one does hard work anymore. Basically, that's the whole reason for technology being so advanced, so it'll make it easier on people, so they can be lazy for real. No more hard work. That's what people want, an easy, simple life. But we all know that's not the way of a Christian. Alright? So we have our eyes open to this. I've even heard a friend of mine told me that now they have robots that are taking people's jobs. They got them in the hospitals. They said that, like, you can be walking in the hospital in the hallway, and there's a robot that goes around and hands out all the medicine to people. And if you're in front of the robot when it's like coming towards you, it'll stop and be like, "Excuse me," and then, like, until you move, it'll be like, "Thank you," and then just keep going on this course. It's really, I don't know, funny, but these robots are gonna take people's jobs, because people are gonna invest in robots because, for one, they don't ever call out. For two, you don't have to pay them. For three, all you gotta do is charge them up, and they're gonna do whatever they're assigned to do every day without having to worry about calling out disappointments. And through this technology that we see progressing today, robots are already being invented, and it's progressing even more and more as we speak right now. They even got robots that are doing brain surgery. The doctor can sit from South Africa, and somebody could be getting brain surgery in America, and there's a robot that does all the little details of it and everything. He controls it from where he's at. You got the drones. Drones, those little helicopters, they can kill people. They're armed. So I mean, they even got this drone now that can jump on like 20 feet in the air from on and off buildings and stuff. It's crazy, you guys, but it's out there, it's happening, and these people can control these things from sitting in a comfy desk behind, closed doors. And that stuff is very much progressing. You got the cell phones, like I was saying. You got those advanced droids that, the smartphones, that's where it started, but smartphones going into, you can start the car with a phone now. You can, a phone will talk to you and tell you what's going on. It'll memorize your route if you're going to work there every day now, and it'll tell you if there's an accident over there, or your meal plan and stuff like that. They even got these Google glasses. I want you to look this up. Google glasses. They got these expensive Google glasses now that you can just put them on. You can be sitting around, let's say you're sitting outside or something, and then you can look at a tree. It'll tell you what kind of tree that is. You can look at people and it'll tell you, like, I guess what they got on, what they're wearing. If you're looking at the ground, it'll tell you what kind of concrete, what kind of pavement it is. The glasses literally reveals things to you that you would not know. And all kind of things, not just the basic things to where, like, you know, you're looking at a tree, that's a pine tree. You know, it's not even like that. It's more advanced than I'm saying, and it's only getting worse and worse. You know, they're making all this technology now to where we don't have to do any work. And what is that going to come into? We're going to end up losing our jobs. People are going to end up not being able to pay bills, and then that's going to start a riot. We're going to start, people will get really upset, mad, because robots are going to take all the jobs. Jobs will be hard to find, and through that, there's going to be some type of riot that's going to start. I mean, because people can't take care of their family, people can't support themselves because they can't make any money because robots are taking all the jobs. And you know, robots are killing people. The the drones. Robots are directing like your life for real already. You know, through those fancy technology cell phones. Robots, pretty soon, you know, something that happened to robots take over. If robots can kill you, then think about it. I mean, and it's out there, it's on the brink of happening right now, you know, and just like with the RFID chip, and it's very interesting because in the King James Version Bible, it says that the mark of the beast will be located in your right hand, or in your forehead. These chips, your credit cards, the chips probably already in the credit cards. Crazy, you know, and it's just getting worse and worse. So God gave me this dream, and there was a fake person who looked like a person, and he was a robot though, but he had like skin and stuff. He looked like, if I were to look, he looked like me, only he was a robot. You know, he had this stupid look on his face. And something happened to where like somebody was messing with a bee's nest, and then they ran, and this bee, someone said that wasn't a regular bee, and I believe it was like some type of robot bee or something. It's weird. And then he ran and jumped in the water because, you know, when a bee is chasing you, you know, you jump in the water, they're not going in the water or they'll die. So that's what this person did. I was watching like a movie though. And this person ran, jumped in the water, and then some kind of way the bees, instead of being bees, they turned into some type of sharks or something. But the sharks were floating above the water. Like, they weren't in the water. It was kind of like they were floating like the bees or something, waiting for them to come up out of the water. And he came up out the water once, and they snapped at him. He went back under, and then after that, the shark was able to go in the water, and it was like kind of like it was sort of like still like he didn't do anything. You know, he was trying to bite this guy to kill him, and the guy wasn't able to get away. And then, like, you know, this robot was in the water, and he was floating in the water. I guess his circuits went out or something. He was dead. That machine, and he was floating in the water looking all stupid with this dumbest face, the dumbest look on his face. He was like, you know, like just floating in the water. And so I believe that, you know, the Lord showed me that for a reason. So keep your eyes open, you guys. It's very real. And that was my dream. I hope it was a blessing to you all. I love you. God bless. Stay praying, stay fasting, and stay seeking God's face. Shalom.